So, it's time for the Game Awards. I am very curious about what's going to be nominated because they announced that DLC is going to be part of certain categories. Like, are you putting Elden Ring in line for Game of the Year again? Are you? So, let's find out. I was going to react to it on the Game Nominees site, but it will not let me sign in, and it keeps crashing. So let's see what we got. Okay, so best ongoing game: Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2. That's actually interesting. Honestly, solid picks. I'm gonna say Final Fantasy 14 because it was such a big update, but we will see. What is next? Next is best art direction: Astro Bot, Black Myth of Waking. I think you mean Wukong. Amazing. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, Metaphor ReFantasio, Neva, I think it's pronounced. Okay. Wow. Well, Elden Ring showed up. It's our first of many, I'm sure. Metaphor is a gorgeous game. I haven't played Neva, but I reckon Neva probably deserves it. But I think Metaphor and Neva would be great to see it win. I'm gonna say Metaphor, but Black Myth Waking might just win because of its popularity. We shall see. Best mobile game. Oh, surely Balatro. Surely it is. I mean, it's taken the world by storm. It must be Balatro. It's gotta be. Let's get Jeff off the screen. I'm gonna say Balatro. Best performance nominees. I don't know them by name. Oh, Life is Strange, Star Wars Outlaws, Silent Hill 2. Sorry, what was the first one? No, shush, be quiet. Okay. I don't know. I've only played Final Fantasy. Oh, and Life is Strange. So it's hard to say. I think Final Fantasy has a good shout on the basis that it is Final Fantasy. But yeah, I mean, Silent Hill has a good shout for that as well. The person who's involved in that. So I don't know. We shall see. Best score music. Oh man. Oh, that is a stacked list. Okay. It's missing a lot, though. I mean, I'm listening to Metaphor music right now, so Metaphor's definitely... Oh, man, I don't know what would win. I'm going to say Stellar Blade's going to win it. I think Stellar Blade's going to win it. It's such a good soundtrack. I'm gonna say that. Best adaptation: Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, Yakuza, Tomb Raider. Okay. I have a feeling that Arcane is going to win this, because of course it is. It's amazing. Best multiplayer: Call of Duty, Helldivers 2, Warhammer, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8. Wow, that's quite the contrast of multiplayer titles. I think Helldivers might take it. It did surprise a lot of people, and it really blew up. I don't know. I think that might be the one. Best indie: Animal World, Balatro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Oh, I've not seen that game. Neva and UFO 50. Wow. Let's pour one out for Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom, because that is an amazing game, and I'm shocked that it's not there. Also, Plucky Squire. I'm surprised that's not there. Yeah, okay. I've not played Animal well. Balatro's huge. I know UFO 50 did really well. I've not played that either, because it's massive and there's no way I'd have time to do it. So, are we going to go down to the fact that I've actually not played any of these this year? That's crazy! I've played so many indies, but I've not played these 5. Huh. At least not yet. I think Balatro is just such a popular thing. But it's entirely possible that it's not as popular as I think it is. And it's just in, like, my inner circle that it's popular. I don't know. But I think Balatro will take it. Most anticipated game: Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotai, or Yote, I can't remember the pronunciation, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4, Monster Hunter Worlds. wow, they are very, very highly anticipated games. I would be very surprised if Grand Theft Auto did not win this. Best RPG. Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring. Elden Ring's back. Fantasy VII Rebirth, Life of a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor. Wow. Okay. Well, Persona 3 is not there, which is interesting. I personally think Metaphor is better, so I'm not surprised, but I still think it's a worthy nomination. I would love to see Elden Ring win nothing based on the sheer backlash of it being nominated at all, because it's not a new game. That if there's a DLC section, why is it not part of that? Like, just have a DLC section. If there's not a DLC section, make one. It's not hard. Like, that's the answer. Rebirth was so good. But Metaphor is more fresh in people's minds. And Metaphor is... It doesn't put a foot wrong. Gonna say Metaphor. Gonna say Metaphor does it. Content creator. I'm sorry, I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these names. Best action adventure. Astro Bot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I am surprised. Is The Lost Crown the one that came out at the beginning of the year? Or is that the roguelike? Yeah, okay, no, it is the one that came out at the beginning of the year. Yeah, that game's great. Understandable. Oh man, I've not played much beyond the demo, but it's really good. I think Prince of Persia deserves it, especially since the studio that made it, like, got shut down, I'm pretty sure. But I think Astro Bot might win it. Silent Hill 2 should win something. It did surprise people in the respect that it, like, because everyone, like, just shat on it before it came out, and then it came out, I was like, oh, it's good. Oh, what? So, like, I don't know. I guess we shall see. Best action nominee. But with Wukong! Oh, it's the correct spelling. It's not Waking. Well done. Yeah, Black Myth, Call of Duty, Helldivers, Warhammer Stellar Blade. I think Black Myth Wukong's probably going to win, but I would go Stellar Blade. Such a good game. So fun. Best game direction. Astro Bot, Balatro, Black Myth Waking's back! Shadow of the Tree. That's not the name, is it? Isn't it Tree? I haven't played the game, but isn't it? Well, you have one job. Like it's not hard. Like, what? Why do you not have, like, a document of, like, all of them? Like, all the tweets you're going to make, and be like, right, make sure this is all spelled right. Good. Post that one. Copy this one. Post it. Copy this one. Paste. Why are you not doing... Why is there even any spelling? Like, how is that possible? That is a stats list, though. And then there's Elden Ring. Oh, man. What's Game of the Year? Like, what's the Game of the Year list? Is this not just going to be that list? Like, minus Elden Ring, I hope. I'm shocked that Stellar Blade's not part of this collection. Do you know what you could get rid of to put it in? Elden Ring. It's not a new game. It's... At that point, it's not game direction. It's DLC direction. Like, like, best game direction, that's last year. Like, it's very annoying. I'm gonna say Final Fantasy's gonna win it. Oh, Game of the Year. Astro Bot, Balatro, Black Myth Waking, Elden Ring, Shadow Tree. Yeah, it is the exact same list as game direction. Really? Stellar Blade's not there. Really? Really? That is shocking. Wow. So here's the deal with this list. We are all winners as long as Elden Ring does not win. If Elden Ring wins, it is such an unbelievable injustice. It may have loads of content. I'm glad it's a great DLC. But it is not deserving of Game of the Year. Imagine it winning it twice. And the thing as well, this is the 10th one, right? It's the 10th anniversary of the Game Awards. So surely you would think, somewhere in his brain, Jeff Keighley's like, I want to make the least amount of controversy possible. The smallest amount. How do I do that? Put DLCs. Yeah, DLC's Game of the Year. Let's go. Like, no. Like, Yakuza or Stellar Blade should have replaced Elden Ring. But I think that any of the other 5 is a worthy winner. We have Astro Bot, which exceeded expectations in terms of sales, and is... Like, 3D platformers, you know, it's not like they've been dead recently. They've been resurrected since, like, 2016, 17, and they're pushing themselves up more and more into the spotlight. But to have another one win would be amazing, and certainly would light fire under Sony and be like, maybe we should bring back some stuff like Ape Escape. Balatro is a stellar game, a stellar indie, that just, you know, took over, and it's just really cool. It's a really cool game. Totally awesome. If any indie wins, it's an absolute win for the indies. Black Myth Wukong not waking. Again, that's a win. That's a huge win in terms of like a game from a country that doesn't usually enter into the conversation. Winning is really great. I've heard there are some things about the developers which are iffy, but putting that to the side, representation from multiple countries is always great. So that's nice. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Metaphor are both Japanese RPGs, and you know, seeing them win, seeing them even be up for contention at this level is awesome. It just is. It's a stacked list, and Elden Ring. So, man, no, I don't know. It's a really hard one. If I had to say which one I think is actually going to win right this second, I'm going to say Astro Bot. Astro Bot did it do well enough? I don't know. Maybe it didn't do well enough. Maybe it did well, but maybe not well enough. I'd like to see Metaphor win it. That's what I'm going to put down. I think Metaphor is popular right now, and because of its length, anyone who's been playing or watching it has been doing so for a while. Like, you were looking at 60 hours, absolute minimum. Like, and you'd be pushed to do it in under that, in a casual playthrough. I think it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see it, because they've earned it. Like, Atlas, Sega, their division, they have earned it 100 times over. And it would be really cool to see. So, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for Metaphor. But yeah, it's... Seeing Elden Ring there is so depressing. So depressing. It is what it is. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Those are the Game of the Year nominees. Which one's gonna win? We will find out in, like, 3.5 weeks. So, yeah. Fun.